From top to bottom on Mount Olympus, where the gods ruled the world, two figures stood out for their eternal discrepancy: Cupid, the god of love, and Chronos, the titan of time. Although both belonged to the divine pantheon, their visions of love were as different as night and day. Cupid, with his bow and arrows, was in charge of awakening love in the hearts of mortals and immortals. He fervently believed in the strength of this noble sentiment, and in its ability to overcome any adversity. And his motto was that love conquers all. On the other hand, Chronos, with his scythe and his hourglass, ruled time and looked with disdain at the work of the god. He had witnessed the fragility of love relationships throughout history, and considered this feeling as a passing illusion. For him, time was stronger than anything else, even love. One day, as Cupid delighted in shooting arrows into the hearts of mortals, Chronos approached him with a grim expression on his face. "Cupid, how many times must I tell you that your work is in vain?" said the Titan with contempt. "Time will always wear away the love you work so hard to create." The boy, always optimistic, replied, "You do not understand that this feeling is the most powerful force in the universe. Despite the obstacles, love will always find a way and prevail." Chronos snorted with disdain and replied, "You are deluded. I have seen entire civilizations fall, seemingly eternal loves crumble, and hearts break into pieces. Nothing is more powerful than time, not even this passion or affection." The argument between the two intensified, and words gave way to shouts and accusations. The boy passionately defended his cause, while the Titan mocked and scorned his idealistic vision. "I will prove to you that time will always defeat love. You will feel the defeat of time in the flesh," shouted Chronos, furious. In his anger, he bound the naive god with indestructible chains and, with an accurate blow of his scythe, cut off his wings, depriving him of his ability to fly and distribute the purest feelings that exist in the world. The young man, defeated and in pain, fell to the ground, while his wings lay by his side, as a reminder of what he used to be. The primordial one approached Cupid, who was bound and helpless, and said to him, "Now understand that time will always defeat love. I have taken away your wings, and with them, your power to share this feeling. Accept your defeat and recognize the supremacy of time over all things." Cupid, with tears in his eyes and a heavy heart, looked up and, despite his situation, spoke bravely. "Chronos, although you have taken away my wings and my power, my conviction in love is still intact. This feeling is stronger than you think, and, although you have defeated me, you can never eradicate it from this world." The Titan's mocking laughter echoed across Mount Olympus as he walked away from the boy, leaving him bound and immobilized. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. The god, still chained and deprived of his wings, kept thinking of all the feelings he used to distribute and deliver. Meanwhile, on Earth, love affairs began to crumble without the young man's intervention, and the hearts of mortals became cold and lonely. Love, however, refused to disappear completely. In the darkest corners and in the most difficult moments, it flourished and fought against time and adversity. Despite Cupid's absence, it remained a powerful and persistent force in the world. The Titan, realizing that feelings of affection and passion still prevailed, was puzzled and upset. Despite his victory over the god of the divine quiver, love was still finding a way to survive, and this forced him to question his beliefs. One day, Chronos returned to the place where he had left the young god in chains and found him staring at the horizon. "Why does love continue to exist despite your defeat?" asked the Titan in a hesitant voice. The young man smiled faintly and answered, "Love is a force that transcends gods and mortals. Even if you have taken away my wings and my power, it is still an essential part of my existence. It can be wounded and challenged, but it will never be completely defeated, not even by time." Chronos, hearing the god's words, began to understand the true nature of love. Although time could weaken and change many things, it did not have the absolute power to destroy it. That feeling could adapt and evolve, fighting against time and adversity. With humility and remorse, the Titan released the god from his chains and gave him back his wings. The god gratefully took to the skies once again and resumed his work of distributing pure passions and emotions in the world. Meanwhile, in the mortal world, hearts were once again filled thanks to the tireless work of the god of love. Love and time are intrinsically intertwined, and the true strength of this feeling lies in its ability to adapt and resist the passage of time. And so, the story of Cronus and Cupid became an eternal metaphor, a teaching for all those who seek this noble sentiment in their lives. Through the story of these two gods, we learn that love and time can be enemies or allies, depending on how we choose to face them. This true feeling is one that can withstand the tests of time, grow and strengthen despite the challenges that may arise. The legend of Cronus and Cupid lives on in the heart of every person who has loved and been loved, serving as a beacon of hope and a reminder that, although time can be a formidable foe, love will always find a way to prevail.